So, Tim, why don't you kick us off with your one thing that has stood out to you in the NBA world over the last week?
So just one thing that got me tripping. I feel like these folks out here that are complaining, the media heads, the old folk, the superstars, whoever you want to, the legends, complaining about where you know what? Let me take that back. The All-Star game itself happened this past weekend.
There you go. Bring them in the right way, Tim. There you go. Don't start in the middle. Start at the beginning.
And with the All-Star weekend, of course, there came a lot of complaints about a lot of shit. But the game, Team Giannis won. They beat Team LeBron. I think it was like 184 to 176 or some shit. Couple things from the game. One, I've been there a little bit, but I'm really on board now with y'all wasting our fucking time out here bullshitting, not playing in this All-Star game. So there was a comment that was made that actually put something in perspective. Now, granted, they didn't bring this particular workout up, but Stephen A was talking about the effort of the game. And he brought up, you guys work harder in practice, right? What made me, I didn't go to the practices. What I went to was the entire fucking spectacles they like to put on for the pro-ams. Preseason, y'all putting on, selling out gyms, putting in hard-working games against nobodies. Y'all out here cooking niggas. Nobodies. I got 44, 10, and 12. Man, that was a hell of a game. They almost lost to these dudes who only played D1. But against an All-Star game, y'all don't want to do shit. That's not fair to the fans. You can give the fans a spectacle in the offseason. You can give the fans a spectacle in the preseason. You can give the fans a spectacle in the layup line. But when it comes to the actual All-Star game, y'all want to pull back and chill. I don't want it. I ain't got it. I don't want to get hurt. You motherfuckers could get hurt in these games that y'all playing over the summer against nobody. So I don't when I heard that, I was like, I went to the pro-ams. I was like, you know what? There's a point to be made there. Y'all not getting paid for the pro-ams. You still can get the high risk of injury during these pro-am games against the nobodies. So using that as an excuse now is null and void. A lot of the excuses that's been made for players to not play the All-Star, I'm saving myself for the rest of the season. You should have saved yourself for the preseason. You should have saved yourself for the regular team. Y'all still pulling hamstrings, ACLs, and shit like that in the offseason too, because y'all working out hard as shit to get in shape to come to camp in shape. You work harder than you do for the game that's showing appreciation to you. So I don't like that. I really do wish that they would try. Like at one point they had everybody standing around watching Jaylen Brown versus Jason Tatum. Cool. Understandable, because everybody want to see
probably the best moment of the game.
Right. It was the one-on-one. Everybody, oh shit. But there was literally Bam on the court like this. With arms folded. Chilling. There's 10 motherfuckers on the sideline. Chilling. Ain't y'all supposed to be on the court? 8. Chilling.
Other 2 was hooping.
So, I go back to my original statement. I wish that they would try harder, because it's not fair to the fans who are flying out to these events, or paying money for these hotels, or sitting in front of their TVs, or ducking their families and shit to come watch the shit. For y'all motherfuckers to step. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander had at least 10 wide open layups that he turned around and passed the ball off to somebody else. Go get your bucket, bro. And then got mad that LeBron blocked him. Well, that's your goddamn fault. You could have been had points. Don't get mad because LeBron blocked you once. I got something for that. You should have been had 20. You wouldn't have cared about that 2. You wouldn't have. But you cared about the 2 because you only had 7. Because you passed the other 7 wide open.
Sometimes you sound like Bernie Mac to me. And I
fuck him. That's what I'm talking about. I ain't got nothing else to say to you. You motherfuckers need to come out here and play your game. No more bullshit. No more bullshit.
I don't know if that's even the counter. I feel like people who go to All-Star Weekend now, first of all, it's not like normal fans are priced to go to the game to watch this. It's people who got the bankroll to be able to go to the game. And really, they're going for the experience more so than the game. You're really going to All-Star Weekend because, for the most part, you want to get the after set. You want to just be in the scene. There's people around. You just kind of want to be in that. And yes, this year's All-Star game lacked a lot of excitement. Last year's game, if I remember correctly, also lacked excitement. It was over early because when it got to the fourth quarter and the Elam ending, it didn't matter too much. The lead was too big. But first year of the Elam ending, the game was close throughout. So when the fourth quarter came, it really got to it. If this game was closer when the fourth came, I think they probably would have gotten a little bit more serious about it, but it never got close. So by that point, they were kind of like, man, whatever. We just trying to get out of here healthy. And to your point about the pro-ams and stuff, even when they just do practices in gyms in the summer, like they going hard, but I guess one could argue that's in the summertime. This is in the middle of the season. Like me getting hurt at All-Star is a bigger detriment to my team than me getting hurt in the summer where I have a little bit more time to recover. Like when we come back from All-Star break, you got 25 games max left to go. And it's time to get ready for that playoff push. They really trying to get where they got to get to, because the conversation around the NBA has changed from just admiring great players to if you ain't got a ring, your career was nothing. So it's kind of hard to blame players for changing how they approach things when their whole career is judged by if they have a ring or not. Once we lost the I can't find the right word. I know the word and I can't think of the what?
Perspective
ain't it, but it works in the situation. The nuance. We lost a lot of nuance in our basketball debates and conversations. And once we lost that nuance, that's the word I was looking for, things changed. Like, think about how Barkley was perceived in the 90s when he was actually playing. And I say him because his birthday just passed. I just watched a Barkley clip. When he was hooping, 6'5", power forward, cold. You can't tell nobody who watched Barkley actually hoop that man wasn't special. But you ask people now about Barkley's career, and I'm like, he never won nothing.
There's a lot of people that never won nothing. Come on now, bro.
So, like, I definitely get your point, but it feels to me like we're in a. I don't know how everybody can get what they want because of how we frame success in the NBA now.
Yeah, Camille, you took the words right out of my mouth. Those were the exact talking points I had. The only thing I'll add is that also it's more money at stake now. Like,
a lot more.
These dudes make a lot of money, and if you get hurt in a game that quote unquote doesn't mean anything, like you can cost yourself a whole lot of money. So, like, I get why it's like it's the middle of the season. Like, actually, that's the reason why like load management is a thing, because like the more stress and fatigue you put on your body, the more susceptible you are to injury. So, like, yeah, in the off season, you're a bit more recuperated, and also you have time to kind of fuck around. If like you sprain an ankle, you can just take a week off. You sprain an ankle now, that's a week of games that you're missing. You know what I mean? Like in the stretch run when your team is trying to jockey for playoff positioning or whatever. So I understand why they will want to look at it in the middle of the season and be like, hey, you know what? Let's just take it easy. This don't help my team at all. And to Camille's point, it's like I'm judged on a championship. So if I put myself at if I put my team at a disadvantage by getting hurt, then we might not win a title. So it's the long view of the season, careers, whatever, that people are more likely to be like, you know what? Cost benefit analysis. I'm not going to go hard. Like they had Luka mic'd up at some point in the first half, and every time somebody came near him, he's like, okay, let's not get hurt. It's like, yeah, that's why nobody's playing defense. So everybody's like, hey, I don't want anybody landing on my foot, turn an ankle. I don't want to like run into anybody, crack a rib. Like Giannis just got hurt, like running into the stanchion. You know what I mean? Like, so, and think about how many stars either came in hobbled or just straight up missed the game. Like Joel Embiid was like, hey, they've been telling me to rest my foot for a month. Giannis played a possession and came out. LeBron hit his hand, came out. Steph not there. KD not there. Zion not there. AD didn't make the team because he got hurt. Like people are way more apt to err on the side of caution at this point, and I get it. It sucks for the entertainment factor, but this is what sports media debate show like. Stephen A. Smith talking about LeBron winning the.
Oh, you missed Roboto right now, fam.
Come on, arigato. Como Scratching and mixing, my nigga. No, you done froze. Now I like your smile though. Pause. I hear what y'all saying.
And it's a no win. Like,
He trying.
hold on, let's text it.
He's trying. He's trying to fight through it, bro. Don't hold my man's back. Let him loose. Let him live. Okay, so I guess while we try to figure out Eric, here's my question then, because they're going to add a mid-season tournament. That's coming.
Mhm.
How do they approach that then?
They're gonna have to make some kind of incentive with it somehow, some way, some shape, some form. I saw The Athletic had an article where they were polling players at All-Star Weekend about certain things.
Mhm.
And one thing they did ask about was, like, how do you feel about the mid-season tournament? The foreign players, the international players, kind of like, well, like, we used to that. So Eric got to mute something. But they were asking them, like, how they felt about it.
Mhm.
And the international players were like, we're used to stuff like that. Like, we have mid-season tournaments and a lot of different things. So, like, cool, bring it on. That's cool. And other players were like, I need to see exactly what y'all talking about, because right now I don't know. I don't know. So they have to figure out a way to incentivize it or make those games count towards the 82. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but that ain't my job to figure out.